So I started cubing back in 2017, and I learned a lot of things like beginner's method, eventually evolving into CFOP with F2L, OLL, PLL, and everything like that. But today, because of how long it has been since I've started cubing, I kind of want to talk about some of the things that I regret, or just some of the things that I wish I did within those past 5 years. So let's get started. So the first thing I regret during my cubing journey was getting a cube that was probably way too good for my skill level at that time. In 2018, like at the end of 2018 obviously, I got the GAN 356X, which at that time it was like $60, and although it was a Christmas present, I feel like that cube was probably way too good for my skill level, because at that time I was averaging like 30 seconds, and although I guess it was kind of fast for me back then, I feel like a lot of time has passed since I had that cube and now, to where now that I'm actually really good at cubing, the cubes have gotten a lot better since then, and like cubes have got more customizable. I mean, that had a customization system too, but it was more complicated, but I'm not gonna get into that. The performance has gotten better, like corner cutting and stuff. Even some cubes, like the cubes got cheaper. I'm pretty sure the cubes in 2018 or like early 2019, like the cheaper cubes were still like just as good as cubes right now, but man, like the fact that the RS3M 2020 was out like a year later, I think, like in mid 2020, that was like $9 in comparison to the GAN X, and like I think even like the GAN 356M, which was a lot better than that. Yeah, a lot of the cubes today are a lot better, and I think I would have done just as well in improving if I used a slightly cheaper cube than the GAN X back then. So let's get to the next one. So the second thing I regret during my cubing journey was taking year-long or half a year-long breaks. So basically back in 2017, I literally like cubed for like half a year, but then after that I just stopped cubing for a bit, and then like after that break or whatever, like for like half a year, I would get back into cubing, and then that cycle would repeat a lot of time up until August of 2022, where I decided to start doing cubing content and just continue cubing, like, and continue practicing, and now I got better. But I feel like because of those breaks, I wasn't practicing cubing enough to where I would improve a lot, and I noticed how I would just kind of stagnate to like what times I get. Like I think for like 2018 through like 2020, I was averaging 30 seconds, and then I was around like 30 to like 20 seconds in terms of my times. But I feel like if I practice a lot more, I would have been around sub 20 like way more quickly, and I would probably, like right now, if I continued practicing cubing and like not taking those breaks, I probably would have been more consistent sub 15 or maybe even sub 10 if I practiced a lot during that time. That is one regret I have. Let's get on to the next one. So the next thing I regret about cubing is just not getting like other puzzles, although I did get like a 2x2x3 and a 3x3x2 and a Fisher cube and stuff like that. Those are pretty easy to learn how to solve, and although with like 2x2x3 and up, it does build up with each other like how 4x4 and 5x5 do, but sometimes I still wish I got more puzzles like the Axis cube, which my friend got me, and like the Penrose cube and all of the other various puzzles, because with those all have different ways to solve it, and like I could build up my general puzzle solving knowledge and figure out how to solve just like various different puzzles without having to look up the tutorial for them. Because especially for the Axis cube, even though it's a 3x3 shape mod, I still end up looking for a tutorial on it because I can't figure out which pieces are sometimes, and I think that's gonna be like my downfall for if I ever decide to get a ghost cube, because although that's a 3x3 shape mod, I'm still thrown off by what pieces those are and just stuff like that. So I wish I got more like non-W save puzzles and stuff, or even like sign up for Puzzle Crate. I was considering signing up for that before, but I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Let's just get to the next one. Another regret I have about cubing is not doing cubing content earlier. I started doing cubing content like actually seriously ever since like August of 2022, like last year, but I did make one cubing related video in 2021 where I bought my friends a cube and I also bought myself like a Rubik's brand, and I wanted to see the differences of the new Rubik's brand cube in comparison to the old Rubik's brands. And although that didn't do as well, I wasn't really proud of that video as much as what I'm proud of like some of the videos I've done now, but I feel like that would have been a great entryway to doing cubing content if I continued doing it, because literally after I did that, I literally took a break from cubing for like half a year again, like if you just heard from the second thing I regret here. But I feel like if I did cubing content earlier, I could have probably grew my channel a lot more faster. But let's get to the last one. Okay, so the last thing I regret about cubing is actually filming my solves during competitions. And I feel like I would put my phone like near where I solved, like so I could like get an angle of me doing the solves while I was doing it. But I feel like during the competition, I feel like when I have my phone in front of me, like recording myself, like, knowing that I'm recording my own solves, I feel like for some reason kind of just makes me not do well. I feel like it's kind of like putting pressure on me that I need to have my solves good, and I feel like because of that my solves end up not doing so well. And I think it's specifically with my phone right in front of me. I feel like if I just have like someone record me in the front, like from where I'm sitting, but I don't really see the camera, I end up doing better. And I think for my next competition, since I really want to break my PR, I think I'm just gonna probably end up actually using the camera that I'm recording with right now, and like just having someone record me instead of just using my phone to record me just for like another angle. Because for the last competition vlog, I never actually ended up using the other angle. So I think that's pretty much it for everything that I wish I did during my cubing journey, or just something I regret during my cubing journey. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. If you actually really like this video, consider subscribing, and I actually do want to bring my video quality up more, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.